Hey everyone, Bakarim here. Have you ever wondered why countries sometimes decide to completely change their currency? There's actually some fascinating history, economics, and even a bit of politics behind why countries make these big money moves. Okay, let's kick things off with probably the most dramatic reason for a currency change: hyperinflation. Imagine this. You go to the store to buy a loaf of bread and it costs like $1 million. The next day, $1 billion. That's hyperinflation, people. And it's not pretty. It happens when a country's economy gets so out of whack that their money basically becomes worthless. One of the most well-known examples of this is what happened in Zimbabwe in the early 2000s. They experienced hyperinflation so severe that people were literally using wheelbarrows full of cash just to buy groceries. So what do you do when your currency is about as useful as monopoly money? You switch it up. Countries facing hyperinflation often introduce a brand new currency to try and hit the reset button on their economy. It's a drastic measure, but sometimes it's the only way to restore stability and get things back on track. All right, let's move on to a slightly less apocalyptic but still super important reason for currency changes: fighting counterfeiting. As technology advances, it unfortunately gets easier and easier for those shady counterfeiters to create fake money. Governments are constantly in this game of cat and mouse, trying to stay one step ahead of the counterfeiters. One of their most powerful weapons: upgrading the currency itself. Think about all those cool security features on modern banknotes: holograms, watermarks, microprinting. It's like a work of art, but with the added bonus of making life difficult for those pesky counterfeiters. These features are carefully designed to be extremely difficult to replicate, making it much harder to pass off fake bills as the real deal. Chapter 3: New Money, New Beginnings, Economic Reforms. Sometimes a currency change is less about a crisis and more about a fresh start. When a country decides to overhaul its entire economic system, introducing a new currency can be a powerful symbol of that change. Think of it like this. You're renovating your house, right? You're ripping out the old, bringing in the new, and hopefully creating something better in the process. One of the most famous examples of this is the introduction of the euro back in 1999. A whole bunch of European countries decided to ditch their old currencies and adopt the euro as a shared currency, symbolizing European integration and economic cooperation. Chapter 4: Money Talks, Currency and Political Change. Sometimes a country's decision to change its currency is about way more than just economics. It's about national identity, independence, and making a bold political statement. When a country undergoes a major political transformation like gaining independence or breaking away from a union, changing their currency can be a powerful way to assert their newfound autonomy and forge their own path. One of the most striking examples of this is what happened after the collapse of the Soviet Union in the early 1990s. Many former Soviet republics wasted no time in introducing their own currencies, eager to distance themselves from the past and embrace their newfound sovereignty. So there you have it, folks. We've journeyed through the wild world of currency changes, and as you've seen, it's way more complex and interesting than just swapping out some bills and coins. Whether it's battling hyperinflation, outsmarting counterfeiters, embracing economic reforms, or making a political statement, the reasons behind a country's decision to change its currency are often deeply intertwined with its history, its economy, and its people. Currency is more than just money. It's a reflection of who we are, where we've been, and where we're headed. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more insightful content.